time when we all get together, drink a ridiculous amount, watch a ball drop in Times Square at midnight, and try to inappropriately kiss the person standing next to us. But wait, why do we watch a ball drop? It's because that's what we used to tell people what time it was, specifically sailors. Now, to figure out where you are exactly on the planet, which is important to sailors, you need three things: altitude, latitude, and longitude. When you're at sea, latitude is easy to sort out. You can just calculate the angle of the sun when it's at its highest point. Altitude is a no-brainer, you're at sea level. Longitude, however, is tricky, since the Earth is constantly rotating, and it took centuries for anyone to figure it out. This became a particular problem when Spain, England, and France all wanted a piece of the New World, which meant sailing expeditions. But when you set off on a voyage, being off just 1 degree longitude at the start of a trip could cause you to end up hundreds of miles off course. The problem became so pressing that in 1714 the British Parliament established the Longitude Prize, which would award £20,000, over $1 million today, to anyone who could come up with a method to calculate a ship's longitude within 30 miles at sea. Since it was constant, scientists began using the Earth's rotation to figure out longitude and tried to develop timekeeping devices for ships, but that proved to be a problem due to a ship's rocking back and forth in the ocean. After many contributions from scientists all over Europe, in 1733 an English clockmaker named John Harrison perfected a device called a chronometer that could accurately keep time aboard a ship over long distances. This led to better navigation and allowed England's empire to expand. England would take another step forward by setting a standard for time. There had to be a starting point. That ended up being the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, London. King Charles II had commissioned the observatory be built on the shores of the Thames to study the stars and the motions of the heavens. It was a center of scientific study and offered the most precise measurements of time. In 1833, a large pole was erected on top of the building with a giant ball mounted on it. At 5 minutes to 1 p.m., the ball would be raised halfway up the pole. At 2 or 3 minutes to 1, it would be raised all the way. At 1 p.m., the ball would drop. This would allow sailors of ships waiting in the Thames to precisely set their chronometers, furthering England's advantage and allowing its empire to cover over a quarter of the globe. This was adopted all over the world as a way to tell everyone exactly what time it was, like the 1 million people gathered in Times Square every December 31st when the new year begins. So there you have it. That's why we watch the ball drop on New Year's Eve. So next New Year's Eve, go ahead. Try to impress the person standing next to you with your knowledge. Who knows? They might just give up that inappropriate kiss a little easier.